Okay guys, got this little Schrade LB7 here with Sheath. I got this at the Ellaville knife show a few months ago. It was already damaged, ripped right here. Just from use, I'm guessing, people pulling it open. Button was pretty ripped up, went ahead and took it out. I bought this sheath right here just to repair. It's pretty dried up and everything, but we're gonna put some oil on it and whatnot. But still got a little flex to it, so yeah, I bought it just to repair, try it out, see how it goes. Yeah, the belt strap right there is pretty solid still. The stitching's in good shape. I'm gonna leave that pretty solid. Nice flex still. Just that grain layer is cracking pretty good. But yeah, we're gonna cut this thing up here, give it a shot. Little shot of the inside. Just gonna pull all these old threads out here, kind of dust it down, wipe it up good, get it ready to sew up. Got this leather here, the local Michael's craft store. It's about the same thickness as our sheath leather, a little thinner. It's just a rough tracing. I left it a little long, you know. Figured better safe than sorry with a little extra hanging off the edges. And we'll take our belt sander and just grind them long edges down later on when we're done. Got the Gorilla Glue clear grip here. It's a contact adhesive. Seemed to work pretty good on it. And 24 hours later, I did put some weight on it just to help press it down. I'm gonna get it all out. Start popping some holes in this thing here. Go around the whole thing. Right here, I just got a little circle plug. I thought I was gonna go with this idea right here, but later on I figured I didn't like the way it looked. It just kind of looked junky. I don't know. We changed it there. Got some a new cut line here. Our straight solid line's a cut line. We're gonna discard that whole button area. And we got a new stitch line here on the back. We're gonna put a D-shaped piece in right there where our straight line is. 2 more layers. But yeah, I don't like the way that looks right there. Alright, got it alled up here. Be ready to sew it up. This is the way we're gonna sew it here, the direction. One continuous thread. See what happens. So just from sewing this thing, it created a bunch of new like stress cracks in the grain layer. I guess from the tension of the thread, you know, just pulling on it. Also, the extra layers of leather right there at the fold or bend, and the leather right there where it snaps. It probably helped along with the stresses on that outer grain layer. It had to stretch more, pull more. I wanted to use the old Schrade button, but the shank wasn't long enough after we salvaged it. But we're gonna throw it on another sheath, I think. If we could find us a little Schrade pocket knife or something. And we'll get ready to pop this thing in here. Alright, I thought I was recording on this clip here of sinking that button in and getting it in there. It was really cold out. I don't think I felt the screen properly with my fingers, you know. I didn't press it hard enough or something, but yeah, the sheath really is a pain. All kind of problems. But we ended up getting it done. Grinded our edges here. Got our button in. Gonna oil it down. We'll talk about it a little bit right here, what I had to do on this part. Okay guys, here's our Schrade LB7 with sheath here. We did a little repair on. Our button snap was ripped through, so we just added a new one there. Sheath's pretty dried out when I got it. You can see from sewing it right here, it's just cracked all up right there. Ended up getting a nice split in the grain here on the main body of the sheath right there. Split up the grain. I ended up putting mink oil on it a couple times and just working it in, rubbing it, kind of moving it, and it probably helped crack it up a little, just kind of squeezing on it. But I think it's gonna work out. I done carried this thing for a week at work. That's what I'm gonna use it for, just a little work knife or whatever. Got them stitched up there. We ended up hitting the edges with our belt grinder here, putting some mink oil on it. Not too pretty, but definitely functional. We ended up having to bore into our leather right there to get our snap to work. The original Schrade button we saved or whatnot, I saved it and ended up prying this flare to end up saving it. Was going to use it on this, but the shank was too short, so I had to bore into that. And I had some new button snaps too that were a little bit longer than the Schrade, so we ended up using them. So turned out okay, I guess, for what it was. Just a used, dried up sheath with the Schrade LB7 inside of it. Knife's in pretty good shape. It's been whittled on a good bit. Whoever had it before me or whatever, like I don't know what they did to it. Like they were sawing on cinder blocks or something, because this thing was flat. I mean, literally flat. So, we sharpened it up, got a good edge on it. Been carrying it to work. It's gonna be a little work knife, so. That's it, guys. A little LB7 with sheath there.